Hey Capricorn, these are your messages for February 2017. A love soul reading. Love in the sense that it's going to be about love, current love, past love, but also soul in that when I've been doing these readings, you guys are towards the end. Um, I've uncovered there's like more to the story than I initially expected, although I shouldn't be that surprised because I am using three decks as well as the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Um, and I will have each segment of the reading timestamped in case you want to go back to it, revisit it, pause it, come back, and all that sort of stuff. I'm doing personal readings. Email me. They're discounted for the rest of February since I'm going to be releasing these like in the middle of the month or towards the end, whatever, the last 13 days or whatever of the month. So just feel free to email me and we can get started from there. All that's in the description. They will be pre-recorded. That's why they're on discount. And I want to see how this system works that I have in mind. So I'm just going to test it out. It's like beta, beta everything right now until I'm able to do like live readings in the summer via Skype or FaceTime or whatever. And so the last reading, in the last reading, there was a sense of you having to let go of an illusion, let go of something that you have been ignoring, like an emotional realization that you were reaching. And then I feel like most of you are willing and ready to reach. Because you, Capricorn, like most signs, especially like the other cardinal signs, Libra, Aries, and Cancer have been getting hammered astrologically because you're seeing the entire story of your life being rewritten. Or at least there's a new beginning on the horizon. Or a new beginning, I feel like for you guys, has already been underway. And you're not sure what to do with it. There's the Three of Cups again. That's come up for you, and I'm pretty sure every reading I've done for you guys so far. So I feel like that's a really important message. Maybe some of you are dealing with somebody that has been not faithful or forthcoming. But we'll see the more we do, the further we go, excuse me. So yeah, with the sun in your second house, there's more of a heavy emphasis on finances. But not only that, but your own inner worth. And again, with all these readings, that has been like a reoccurring message. Whoops. Take these because they came out upright. But yeah, discovering your own true worth and realizing where you need to go next. And we have all this energy in Aries, which is sort of squaring you guys in your fourth house. So maybe issues regarding like certain family members, like you guys might have new family members moving in with you, or like there's this sort of might just have sort of tension with the close men and women in your life right now, like just family members. And it's like, I'm getting the feeling that something like past history, past hurt needs to come to the fore. Something needs to be re-enlightened, reignited. So at the bottom of this deck, which is the Tarot of the Holy Light, gorgeous, gorgeous deck, we have the Fool in reverse. In the center, we have the Page of Discs. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Six of Wands reversed. we have the moon reversed. And you guys had the moon reversed in your last reading too, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, sorry. Page of Discs again. We have the Ten of Wands reversed. The World. I think you guys are the only ones that have gotten that card. Three of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this, again, it speaks to this part of you guys that you're willing to undertake this new endeavor. You're willing to go forward in some way in your love life. And I'm seeing this more so as a way as to how you even deal with love, how you interact with love in a practical way, what you expect from love and what you give. The Fool has come up reverse in a lot of readings. So there's this sense of caution still. Excuse me. The Moon has come up reverse, I think a couple times or one other time. Because you, again, with this Three of Cups here, it's like there's somebody in your midst, and we have this Three of Swords. There's like somebody, of course, there's somebody that you love. There's somebody that you're attracted to. There's somebody that you're with who might be putting you on the back burner. Might be either you're not sure where you stand with them totally. They're not giving you a total, they're not giving you clarity with where you guys are. And so for some of you, you're just like, you're on pause. But it's more like, okay, I'm getting two distinct sort of feelings. Okay, let's say if you're with somebody, if you're with somebody or if you're single. Let's start if you're committed to someone, if you're with someone. There is like this cautious hope, cautious feeling of progression. But things now have gotten to a point to where I'm getting this sense of questioning. Because you guys are taking some burden and you're putting your all into it. You're taking what isn't making you satisfied and you're trying to make a way for it to suit something that brings spark and fire back into you. But again, I'm getting there's this sense of confusion because there's a part about this person that you haven't been able to let go of. There's something about them that you are unwilling to see the other side of. And it's more like, for those of you, or for these people, it's like, for you, I feel like the world isn't going to open up for you. This new beginning, this new chapter, this new phase isn't going to complete itself easily, of course. And it won't unless you are willing to actually put in that effort. If you're willing to work with yourself with this. Because the Eight of Wands in this deck, it's more like reaching out and grabbing, going for, just following your instinct, following your knowledge, your passion, in the most, if I can abbreviate what the book said, it's more like that sort of energy. You've gained this clarity, you've gained this foresight, and you can't squander it with this Three of Swords here. Upright, it can be a good thing as well. Like maybe it's because of all of the heartbreak and all of the pain that you and somebody else have been through. It's leading you to this new place, this new sort of conclusion. And you're more like, well, what do I do with that? How do I wrangle that? How do I what's the word? I can never find the right word. I always say corral. Like, how do I organize this? How do I make my desire equal what I want to see in practically in this relationship, in the real world? But the only thing that bothers me is this Three of Cups upright, as well as the Moon in reverse, because those are, I mean, in this deck, the Moon is ruled by Aquarius, but there's still like this watery energy associated with it. So it's like there has to be this balance between your unconscious and your subconscious, meaning that is actually what you're seeing, what you're getting. Are you actually being fulfilled emotionally? Is there something else around this situation that might be a little on the sour side? Because there might be a situation coming or a situation happening that you aren't properly thinking ahead about. Because I see a lot of you, there is movement forward in terms of where you want to take this relationship, or if you want to start dating again. Again, if you're single, this is you getting to a point now in your life where you are okay with, again, it's cautious, but it's like you're okay with putting yourself back out there in the world. But you have to realize, for those of you, for the single people, that you can't control your fate. You can't control the type of people that come into your life, but you can control whether or not you try to build something from that, or if something can be built from that. But also for some of you, like you are, it's sort of, it's different from that last reading in the sense that I get for some of you, you are confident in your relationship. Like you guys have been, this is for people that have no problems, I guess, in their relationships, but it's like, I'm getting the sense that you two are just learning so much more about each other, like every day, or especially now at this point in your life. Like, I feel like there's a celebration, there's something new beginning that has really raised the intensity and the love in your partnership, which is really beautiful to see. I get the sense for some of you, you're being incredibly open. You're communicating with your partner. You and your partner are out doing things. Like maybe you guys are on vacation together. You could be traveling together, and you're learning to let go of all this hurt in the past that probably you've been clinging onto. But for others of you, this Page of Discs in the center is okay. I'll take those. It's sort of beckoning you. It's asking you to heed the call of the next stage of you guys' relationship. And it's like, what do you want to see? What do you want? How do you actually want this to go? Because I feel like the ball is in your court, Capricorn. Because on the outside here, on this outside row, we have the Six of Wands reversed, the Ten of Wands reversed, as well as the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So it's all about what you choose to do with, like how you choose to, I cannot talk today. It's like how you choose... Yeah, how you choose to assert yourself going forward. It's like you can either play victim or play martyr, or just ignore your own needs and your own wants and your own desires in service to someone else. And that will get you right back, that will get you somewhere. It might not get you to where you want to go, but it'll get you somewhere. Because this Page of Discs is a new beginning, but it's all about, visualize and put into work that sort of new beginning that you want in this relationship, or if you're single, what kind of person you want to manifest into your life. Because I feel like we put out what we get, and sometimes we just attract people that want nothing but the worst from us. I'm sure that'll apply for somebody, but I'm not seeing that as a general theme of this reading. So at the bottom of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, we have the Queen of Cups reverse. We have the Ten of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, all reversed. I'm sure you guys are familiar with how these cards look. I don't have to show all of them. We have the Ace of Pentacles upright. We have Judgment in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. And we have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups reversed, and the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a lot of earthy energy here. So I feel like for a lot of you, you are married to someone, you have been in a committed relationship with somebody for a while. And it's like now you're in a point, this is again a common message for all the signs of wanting to go to this next step. Before I forget, I always forget to pull one of these. But it's like you guys are ready to move to this next stage. And again, the message is the same. You can't fool yourself into thinking that you want something if you don't know how to get it. The three cards we have I love you. These are very important words. Practice compassion, see things from a different perspective. True love. This love is once in a lifetime love. So one of those might apply, all of them might apply, a couple. But just think about those while I'm going through the rest of the reading. So it's, for some of you, it's like things are bad. Things are bad. There is somebody else. There is deception. But you're hanging on to this person because there is, it's obligatory. Or because you've assumed the role of being a caretaker. Which again is another common message I've gotten. And it's crazy because I don't want all these, I can't control if these readings are negative or whatever. It's just what I see. I read it. And that's why I'm calling this a love soul reading, because we can't continue to convince ourselves that the love that we have now, whether or not this person seems like a kindred spirit or not, whether it's somebody that we even deserve. Because this person, this King of Wands, some of you might be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or somebody that's just very overbearing and selfish and rude. I feel like that they're the cause of this Three of Swords. That your Aquarius had sort of a similar message where your view of where you want this relationship to go is not totally in line with their vision. It's not in line with where they are in terms of love. You guys probably aren't really seeing eye to eye. But again, the biggest question here is like, are you realistically expecting something out of love that can happen? Because all of us, we make the foolish assumption that we can change people. We don't change, we become less worse versions of ourselves. I forget where I heard that, but it makes sense because, at least to me, where it's like, you can't totally change the fundamental nature of somebody. If somebody is flippant or if somebody is sort of careless with your emotions or with how they treat you, regardless if there's little pieces here and there where you get the sense that they actually care about you, ultimately we're just refusing to open our eyes up to the truth that this person is a jerk, that this person won't change, that this person, there is an underlying current of Jesus, what's the word? consistency with their behavior to where there are cycles, there are patterns of them being nice and being rude, and it happens ad nauseum. And so it's really up to you to try to figure out what sort of clarity you deserve from this relationship, because are you going to allow this person to keep hurting you time and time and time again? If you're single, it's like, are you even putting in the work, putting in the effort to be like, because I see like a lot of you want this new beginning. You want to usher in something new. Excuse me, but there might be just fear and trepidation because there's a lot of action here, but it's like confused. You're not sure where to put it. You're not sure which way to go, essentially. It's like, do you follow your heart, even though your heart's been scarred and broken? Or do you just follow what you know will make you feel valued and worth something, which is like a committed, stable relationship that you guys are more than willing to give? We have two aces here, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. There is a desire within you to build that bridge, to help somebody else see your side. But Two of Cups reversed, they're not meeting you halfway, and you're not seeing each other on the same wavelength. Same thing with the Empress reverse. There's a sense that you guys have lost the meaning, I guess, of your relationship, the gravity, the seriousness, it's not fertile. Again, is another word. Some of you might be trying to build your family, start and bring a new child in. You might be just trying to rush into this new phase of trying to get things off the ground. But that would be a foolish endeavor to undertake, Capricorn, for those of you for whom that applies. Because you're still in the midst of somebody that isn't treating you well and treating you right. And again, I don't want to say you're lying to yourself, but it's imperative that you shine a light on this hurt. Shine a light on this new beginning you want to undergo. Shine a light on what might be holding you back. And for some of you, it just might be money. You might just be more focused about financial concerns. And trying to maintain the stability of this relationship than actually, I guess trying to find a way out. And it's not about finding a way out. It's more like, by trying to balance this relationship out, are you giving more than you should? And who's it benefiting? If it's not benefiting you or your children, who is it benefiting? Is it benefiting the jerk? Has this person worn down your... Because again, I'm just getting the sense that you might just be worn down. Single and coupled. But at least I feel like there's a spark in you. Jesus. I'll take these because there's a spark in you that is ready to see things in a new way, that's ready to accept a new change of pace, a new change of scene. Some of you might really just want to move out of somebody's life, move in with somebody else. But I'm getting the sense that, again, there's these obligations attached to everything right now that's going on. But I'm really seeing it in a way that it's like, you can't allow yourself to, wow, a lot of swords. You can't allow yourself to stymie your own growth. Because there's so much desire here, but there's also trepidation that things might go wrong. Sorry, I should be naming these cards. We have the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups reversed with the Page of Wands. We have the King of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups reverse. The Page of Swords reverse. Two of Cups reversed, with the Ace of Cups, and with the Five of Pentacles reversed. So Two of Cups shows up here twice. Yeah, there's definitely at the least an emotional disconnect between you and somebody else, or an emotional disconnect between you and yourself, which I see both easily. Seven of Swords, King of Wands, this time upright. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Swords reversed. A lot of people in this deck. At the bottom, we have the Three of Wands reversed. Okay, I'm just going to read every message I'm getting. For a lot of you, you are dealing with somebody, but not only them, but their family as well. And if it's not their family, it's the family you've built, and your family is looking in on you guys. And I'm getting the sense that they're trying to help. Somebody in your midst is really trying to help you, or this is at least asking you to not be afraid to reach out for help. Because again, I'm getting the sense that some of you might feel like you are a prisoner, or that you have taken on the burden of taking care of somebody that isn't your ultimate responsibility. You are somebody's spouse, not their parents. And again, I feel like for some of you, that line has been blurred. Because you are in love with this person. If you're single, it's somebody that could be coming back into your life, or somebody that you've dealt with so much before. Or you might be afraid of taking that leap because it's like, well, you don't have anybody to trust. You don't have anybody you feel like you can give that love to. But where the singles and where the couples cross over is that a new chapter in your life has to begin. You want this new chapter to happen, but you have to be willing to allow yourself the openness to attract whatever that is within you. Because the people around you you're dealing with, specifically if you are in close contact with bosses or other elder figures in your life, like parents and grandparents, there's this sense that you don't want to disappoint them or make the wrong choice, make the wrong decision. But you also can't turn your back on what is important for you to get this love and get this growth that you deserve. Because you're realizing it in bits and pieces, I feel like, for you, Capricorn. You're just like, there's such a long, intense process for you guys in particular, because Pluto is going through your sign, and because you and the other cardinal signs are being heavily impacted with these squares and these T-squares and grand crosses going on in the sky right now astrologically. It's just that over the past probably couple of years, especially, things have increased in intensity, built up and waned, in the sense that there are things that really need your attention the most, things that you have to put all of your focus and your effort into more than other aspects of yourself. And with this, it's like you're still in the process of doing this internal work, but you are ready to make a move. The thing is just that how to go about it is going to be of the utmost importance. So if you're still in a relationship with somebody and you want this relationship to work, despite the fact that this person hasn't shown you a quality side of themselves for the longest, get real with what you want and where that desire is going to take you. And it's going to be so important for you guys to really, again, corral. I really need to look up I need to get a thesaurus to find a better word. But to sort of hone in on, gather in all the resources that you have, family, financially, love, look at it all, realize what can be expended and what is important. Because some of you, again, with the Nine of Cups reverse, I always just see just greedily hanging on to things or just being emotionally resentful. Just for like making yourself hold on to this relationship or take on this burden just because you feel like it's your duty. You feel like that's what gives you purpose. And if that's the case, so be it. But at the same time, you can't be surprised when this person isn't giving you the love that you expect, because it's hard to break free of a cycle if we're unwilling to recognize that we're in a cycle. Essentially, it's impossible. It's impossible. And so this is asking all of these swords. It's like, get your observation skills, get your logic in order, get what you want in order. And some of you might be taking that role on full force. Some of you might be enlisting the help of someone, or somebody just really might come in, if you're single, to try to sweep you off your feet. But it's like, they might not be the best person for you, in all honesty. So it's important not to make the wrong choice and to not fall into the same pattern where we're so desperate to love somebody that we accept any Tom, Dick, and Harry, or Betty, Jane, or Brenda into our lives, whatever. And so it's important to look out for ourselves. Three of Swords, which I feel like is such an important card because it talks about it's the inevitability, it's the pain that comes with separation, with a severe, heavy disappointment. And the fact that, it lives in the heart, but the mind is elsewhere. And I'm seeing you guys having more issues with thinking than actually feeling. I mean, with the moon here, it's like ultimate, you're trying to, and 2 Ace of Cups here, it's like maybe how you give love needs to be re-examined. Who you give love. And especially because this Ace of Cups is with this 2 of Cups reversed in both instances. That's not a coincidence. So you have to be cautious with who you give love to. But you also have to be cognizant of the pain you felt in the past and what you deserve going forward. Because again, the future isn't up to anybody else but you. And how that future looks is up to you as well. I feel like especially like you in Aquarius, more so than the other signs, how you choose to see your future is going to impact how your future looks. So look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize, Capricorn. And I think you guys know that. But it's just getting a sense of where to channel that and whether it's worth putting it in some people, and who is worth putting into and who it isn't and what it isn't. So again, we have I love you, practice compassion, true love, look to your inner strength. So I'm really getting the sense that a lot of you just have to open up yourselves. Open yourselves up, but also, realize your own strength. Realize what you can bring to the table, because you guys have a vision in mind. You have something clear that you want to get to the bottom of, that you want to get through. But how you think about it is going to impact how it comes to manifest. So I feel like if you guys continue putting all your love into somebody selfish, you'll continue. If you feel like you might be able to get through this person that has shown you who they are on numerous occasions to be selfish and self-centered, you're going to be dealing with that. If you've taken on the burden of being somebody's caregiver rather than somebody's equal, that will be a problem that you're going to have to deal with. And the Wheel of Fortune, this being a very karmic card anyway, that just tells me overall that your actions, especially since it's ruled by Virgo in this deck, your actions will dictate, your current actions will dictate any future sort of actions and decisions that come down the road. And with all these swords here, it's telling me to just be as clear with yourself and with the situation as you possibly can, Capricorn. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in March. Thank you for all your support, all your comments, all your likes, and subscribes has been overwhelming. Thank you guys so much. Bye.